What's going on, Cancer? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. I'm thrilled to have you here on the channel. Make sure you shout out in the comments how you're doing. I love to hear from everybody, and I respond to everybody as best as I could. So guys, I'm getting ready to do October monthly readings, and I will be using the sorry, I got freaked out a little bit. I had a MOUSE in the house, and I just a little bit creeped out. Anyway, let's move on. Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition for the October 29th monthly reading, guys. Hope you enjoy this. I hope it's a great reading for you. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't, just keep in mind it's a general reading. All the readings I do for free online are general. So you might just need to visit another amazing tarot card reader this time around if it's not connecting with you, and I'll catch you back here another time. And you might just need a personal reading, so you make the call. But anyway, I hope this is an awesome reading for you. And once again, if you could remember to like, share, and subscribe, you guys, it really helps keep me going and providing these free tarot readings for you. So I feel like that was a pretty decent shuffle, and we'll stop there, and I'll do a quick deck cut and take this card here, which is the Judgment card. Judgment card, it's not really Judgment Day. I'm not getting that kind of a vibe here. It's like, are you being judged by somebody? Or conversely, are you judging somebody out of turn? Pretty interesting card to start off with. So I'm going to pull a bunch more cards, but at about the fourth card, I'll stop and change the camera angle down so you guys can watch the reading. I've decided to do like a 50-50 split because I'm getting really mixed feedback from people on what their favorite is. So try and make everybody happy here on the channel. So then we have the Chariot card. Very interesting follow-up. And what I'm seeing here is that if the judgment stops, if the judging stops, the energy around you will change. So, and I'm not sure which way this is going yet. The cards aren't really telling me, but I'm getting that right now. So I've got the Two of Wands. I'm really feeling like there's a bit of a crossroads situation. You know, in some of my decks, and I'm sure other people's decks, if you look at the Two of Wands, you know, the character he's standing between two forks in the road, and he could go either left or right. So I feel like there's a bit of a life-changing decision here. And this decision will shift your energy either one way or the other. And it's got something to do with, what I'm seeing here is like somebody else making up their mind about what you should be doing. But let's keep pulling some cards here. And then we've got the Four of Wands. So right away, the impression that I'm getting is you can't really make a mistake here, you guys. You know, either way you go is going to work out well for you. We've got the Four of Wands, which talks about like a job really well done, like having some sort of celebration, like being like really successful. And you'll see the diamond here right at the top of the card. So there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, let me go on a quick pause. I'll change the angle. We'll pull a few more cards and get this reading going. Well done. All right, so we're back here, guys. I hope that the angle is okay for you guys. And I think these cards don't show up as great as some of my other decks just because of the cardstock color. But, you know, if I'm guided to use a deck, I'm guided to use a deck. So I hope you can see everything okay. So let's keep pulling cards. So we've got the Hierophant here, and I do not do reversals. I get like a ticker tape message in my head from my spirit guides when I pull the cards out. So I do want to turn them around so you guys can see the artwork. So anyway, we've got the Hierophant, and it came right underneath the Judgment card. So Hierophant is about having faith, like connecting to your spirituality or God or however you practice. You know, if you're an atheist, you just want to maybe look at the scientific way of deciding on something, but there's something going on here for you. It's like there's some sort of higher calling, and not really knowing if you should trust that or not. But like I was saying here with the Two of Wands, you're gonna have to be able to trust the road that unfolds in front of you, even if you might be compelled to disagree with it, I'm really seeing actually a higher calling in here for you, Cancer. You know, with the Judgment card and the Hierophant, and like the universe changing energy for you, feeling at a crossroads, maybe feeling a little bit torn. I want to pull another card here right away. Let's go for the Chariot and see what's going on. Like, see what kind of energy that maybe you should be paying attention to a little bit more. So I've got the Devil card. So the Devil card is about stopping things that are bad for you. Like, basically, in a synopsis. So what I was seeing here before with Judgment, and this is a pretty complex card. I'm getting really, like, sort of jumbled and layered messages from the Judgment card. It's like, this could be a really bad habit of yours. So don't jump off the video right away, you guys. This is going to be for your higher good, right? It just, when something complicated comes out of a reading, I know a lot of people just want to push out because they don't want to hear anything unless it's super happy. But your happiness will come as a result of realizing that judging other people or judging yourself, you know, that inner voice that some people have, where you just kind of, you can't stop being this harsh critic, you know. So I'm seeing that there is, what is going on with these cards? I'm doing my best. You know, really being critical of yourself and possibly being critical of other people. And you know what, guys? I'm guilty of this too, you know, but I've got into the place where I can stop it when it starts. And the reason for that is because it's such a bad habit. And if you're of the belief, the spiritual belief that everyone on the planet is connected, then the actual person that you're judging is not somebody walking down the street whose outfit you don't like, or, you know, your neighbor that is a jerk. You know, all these words that are going out into the universe, or thoughts, they're actually going to be about yourself. And it doesn't matter who they're directed to. It's the energy that is being put out with the Chariot card. And do you want that energy to be positive or negative? So it's pretty deep message that you're getting here. So as soon as sort of the negative thinking goes away with the Judgment card, then the Chariot can start moving for you. And having that belief that it's not your job to judge somebody else, even though you might be tempted to. It'll just change the way you feel about everything. It's not just related to the energy around you, it's the energy within you. And I read a book called 3 Magic Words, you guys, that was like fascinating about you know, the energy that you put out, and like other energies that match that energy are going to come in and attach itself, and then it's going to be like hanging out around you. So if you kind of look at energy as like it's your aura, you know, it's something that you put on every day. It's always with you. So what do you want that to look like? Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments, you guys, if this is making sense. You know, so if you're feeling like really, oh, who says discombobulated? Okay, thank you, spirit guides, for that word, discombobulated. If you're feeling out of sorts, or you're feeling off, like check that negative energy and start stopping it as soon as it comes in, because it's keeping you from going where you need to be. With the 2 of Wands, it's not helping your path at all. So let's keep pulling a couple more cards here, you guys. I think this is a fascinating reading for you guys. It could be a pivotal moment for you to really start checking like the value of your words and the value of the energy that you keep and that you send and receive. Yeah, wow. Okay, so as soon as all this gets like pulled into control a little bit, this book, The Three Magic Words, it talks about a 30-day challenge of speaking only positive words and monitoring how differently you feel and how the world around you might change. And here is the proof of it here, because we've got the wheel. And once you start feeding your mind positive thoughts, and once you start speaking positive thoughts and like nipping negativity in the bud, things will start to change for you. The energy will start to change, and that energy will bring around the next karmic phase of your life. And that feeling of being at a crossroads will disappear, because you'll start to see that you can trust what is going on here. And I think negativity, it comes from a place of fear, and then positivity, it comes from a place of love. So it's like who do you want to be? Do you want to be afraid, or do you want to be love? So just some really interesting layers of yourself coming to the surface here, you guys. Really interesting. Four of Wands, what's going on? Knave of Swords. Okay, so if you don't find immediate results with speaking positively, keep on going, guys. I mean, we've got here the Knave of Swords, and he's looking pretty cranky, and it's because things are taking too long. And if things in your life are taking too long to manifest, you have to go stand in front of the mirror. You know what I mean? And just say, oh, okay, well, maybe if I change this behavior a little bit, and it's going to take a little bit of work, especially if you're really patterned into thinking negative thoughts about people all the time. What's this really interesting movie I saw? It was called Numb. And what's the guy who played Chandler in Friends? He's in the movie. And he has this clicker where he counts every negative thought that he has, and he was basically clicking it all day long. And then he realized, oh, wow, I maybe should stop doing this. And, his life really changed after that. I think this is really interesting for you guys. Once you start really paying attention to the negative thoughts that you have, and everybody does it, everybody, I'm sorry, everybody, sarcasm, stuff like that. But once you really tune into that energy, I think it'll make a huge impactful change for your life. And then you'll move on to where you're supposed to be, into your destiny, as opposed to hello, yeah, no thank you, sorry, I'm sure you look good in red, but no, pass, hard pass. Nobody wants to live there. So you can literally change who you are. And I'm not saying anybody's a bad person. I just want to throw this out there. It's just really, with all the social media and the things we see and the television and everything, it's kind of second nature to really think a certain way. So you could go definitely from here, to here. Being the devil's companion. No, that sounded wrong. Hold on for a second. Sorry about the devil's companion statement. That was just ridiculous. But do you know what I mean? And you know what, guys? I made this video on how to live a positive life. And it really starts with you. How you see things, how you describe things, how you talk to yourself. I used to have a really bad negative self-talk. And that was always insulting people and being sarcastic. And then I finally started to realize that, the things I was attracting into my life, they weren't so fantastic. And it took me a long time and many, many bad experiences and many, many bad boyfriends to understand that I needed to go stand in the mirror and adjust me, not anybody else around in my life, me. I was fully responsible for what was going on and the people I was attracting. So that is what I'm seeing in these cards here. There's a very pivotal moment here to have a little bit of self-recognition and sort of work on yourself. And then once that happens, the things around you will change so monumentally and you'll feel better. You'll just be at peace. You don't have to be that way anymore. So my suggestion is to really start to take into account, sorry about the burp, you know, watch your thoughts. Like, it's driving in traffic, it's going to the grocery store, it's like, oh, just being annoyed with somebody, like getting frustrated, like watching that. The ability to remain calm in every situation is the highest prize you could attain. You'll just feel so much better. Like, check out Buddhist monks, they're super calm. Anyway, I hope this was an interesting read, you guys. I certainly didn't mean to insult anybody with the cards, but just to really, this is pivotal, you guys. This is huge for you. So I hope this was an interesting reading. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you guys back here another time. Bye for now. Bye.